So you're looking at their advantages and you're saying that's why they made it. And then you say to yourself, oh man, if only I had that, I could make it too. You will not make it because of your advantages. You will succeed in spite of your disadvantages. All right, let's rock out. Welcome back another edition of The Sales Life. And before we get rolling, man, let's get these creaky thumbs, man, left to right, back and forth. Let's work them around a little bit. I know it's early. You move those thumbs around, man, and if you would, subscribe so that you don't miss any future episodes. Also, share this episode with someone else who needs it. And I value your comments, man. Leave your comments below. I read every single one of them and appreciate the comments. Let me tell you how you're going to make it, man. You're going to make it. You're going to succeed in spite of, not because of. See, when you look at top producers, when you look at these millionaires, these athletes, these actors, whoever it is who you just idolize on social media. When you look at them from your vantage point, it looks like that they made it because they had a certain education, because their dad was an athlete, because they're 6'8", because they look good, because they have a great voice. They made it because of. And you think they got to where they are because they possessed a certain skill or trait. So you're looking at their advantages and you're saying that's why they made it. And then you say to yourself, oh man, if only I had that, I could make it too. You will not make it because of your advantages. You will succeed in spite of your disadvantages. It's what you cut against the grain, in spite of. See, those people that you idolize, bro, they have the same story as you. And they made it also, not because of, in spite of. I mean, you look at Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey. Both of them homeless. Both of them on their last borrowed nickel. You look at Kevin Hart. I mean, everybody wants him in their movies today. Yet, when you read his story, you see the story of where he didn't even have a car. He had to borrow a car and drive, I think it was like 2 hours into the city every single night just to hope to get on stage. A 5-minute set. And he bombed. He was terrible. I think actually his initial stage name was Kevin the Bastard. I mean, he had to keep showing up. See, and he had to do this for such a long period of time. 2 hours into the city, sit on by the stage. Maybe you get on, and if you do get on, you probably bomb and drive 2 hours back. Broke, no car. Everybody was telling him he was crazy. J.T. McCormick, somebody who I idolized immensely. One of my favorite books, How I Got There. Story, he was biracial. And biracial back in the days when it wasn't cool to be biracial. And, he's a millionaire today in spite of the fact that, number one, his father was a pimp. Number two, his father was absent. And he had to live with his mom. And when they would see J.T. McCormick and see his white mom with a biracial kid, and they'd say, no, spot's not available. It's not for rent anymore. It's full. So had to encounter extreme racism. His mom was so broke that he would go to bed at night and could not sleep because the hunger pains were so bad. And they kept having to move from place to place because his mom couldn't come up with the rent money. and they lived out of trash bags. He's a millionaire today in spite of. And bro, the list goes on and on and on. See, they didn't become because of some special gene, some special trait. And that's what you're looking for, man. You're looking for someone else's because. They made it because of this. You're looking at that and saying, well, if I had that, and you're saying, oh man, that's no fair. In the story that you see of those people that you idolize today, the story that you see, today it looks like because of. But you missed out on the backstory. Because every one of those stories is laced up with in spite of. This was the adversity that I faced. This was when I was at my last thread. I almost let go. And I made it in spite of. See, when you push against the adversity and you ignite the hard work, in spite of where you came from, in spite of what your current situation looks like, and you do it, you ignite the hard work, because until is your time frame. I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know when this is all going to turn. In spite of. See, it's that hard work. And see, there's a difference. See, Buice said that everybody possesses the same gene, the gene of hard work. Yet most people want the guarantee before they do the work. And those who succeed in spite of, they put in the hard work, not knowing how it was going to all the way, how it was all going to come together. They didn't know. See, you have the gene of hard work. Yet most people, they work hard. Inky Johnson said there's a difference between working hard and hard work. See, working hard is transactional. That's where you're dependent on the boss. That's where you're dependent on the business, that you hope the business sees you and recognizes you and somehow elevates you. Working hard is transactional. Hard work, well, that's an ethos. That's just where you just white knuckle up. That's where you just lace up and you put in the hard work. That's the gene I work. Because somehow, some way, I'm going to make it. I'm going to be successful in spite of. You got to ask yourself, man, where does the word work fall for you? Does it come in front of hard, or does it come after hard? Work hard. Well, you're at the mercy of the boss. Hard work, you're fully dependent on you, no matter what. I don't have to work with hope. It's just hard work. And see, because I'm willing to accept that it's going to be hard, because I see that there's a lot of adversity, because I take that acceptance, it knocks the excuse off the table. I can't use that as an excuse. I can't say, well, if I had their because, they made it because of this. Hard work. And then see, if I have that acceptance, it takes the excuse off the table. And what starts off when it's hard and it's hard work, what starts off as impossible, well, that becomes manageable. And the manageable is what makes me successful. See, you're putting self-imposed limits in front of you because you're placing way too much value in someone else's because, as if they possess some special trait. And really, man, you're trying to let yourself off the hook. You're saying, oh, well, that's why they're making it. That's why I can't. So you're putting too much stock in someone else's quote unquote advantages. And you're not working in spite of your disadvantages. Just put in the hard work. Just put in the hard work. You know, the cliche is hard work pays off. Well, how will anything pay off if you don't put anything in? If you don't put enough of it in? And it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a 60-to-1. It's a 100-to-1 ratio. It may take you 100 days. It may take you 1,000 days before you see one day of a breakthrough. But bro, let me tell you something. Because I put in the hard work and I work in spite of, that's how I'll be successful. Not because of, in spite of. See, they can't hold you down. They can't place you in a certain area. They can't put you somewhere. They can't speak on you. They can't conspire against you. They can try to. And they can do what they do. But you do what you do. See, where most make an excuse because you make a way in spite of. Here's your TSL action item of today. What is your in spite of moment? And number 2 is, what you gonna do about it?
Hey, thanks for watching. Obviously, if you got this far, dude, obviously you want more. So do not go anywhere. I've got another special episode queued up just for you right now.